So I know because it's going to be difficult because he knows inside out of when I'm practicing and everything. So and also at the time I'm not complaining. And India played really well.
Yeah.
It was so much ado, so we can't get the
The
best
ball was
out.
difficult to
Yeah,
grip,
the
right?
way because it was slipping, and it's a tough for us.
Right,
So all part I think to win a World Cup
right,
you need a lot of luck.
right.
So that luck was behind
Sachin sir.
behind Dhoni and the team and the Sachin because
yeah.
Sachin won the craving to win a World Cup.
Right.
Hi, I'm Muthaya Muralidharan. Please watch Sunnyji's show, Rohit Consulting Firm. Like, share, subscribe, Subhajit Show.
Well, in your professional journey, there are very exciting days. There are exciting days, of course, and then there are days where you genuinely feel happy and proud, not just for what you are doing, but also because of the personality that you have. It's an absolute honor to have somebody whom I've always seen as a cricket buff. The only person that perhaps used to scare me when India used to play Sri Lanka, whenever I used to come to bowl, I always used to have nightmares that our batsmen need to survive. The one and only legendary Muthaya Muralidharan sir, it's an absolute privilege to have you. It's my honor, sir. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Sir, as seen from the trailer itself, Murli 800, of course, the trailer gives us a glimpse about the difficult journey that you have had in your life. But before anything else, I want to ask you the reason behind the title 800. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, when you announced your retirement, you had not reached that 800 milestone. You announced it already, and then after announcing, you reached that milestone. For me, that's a great indication of how much an individual is in terms of self confidence and who doesn't need any external validation, because you had that confidence and then you made it. It was not like you waited for that record to happen and then retired. So, over the years, you've been such an inspiration. How have you integrated that confidence into building your own self and skills as a cricketer and the master that you have been, sir?
See, 792, then I had the world record. So I thought 800 is just a number at the time because I didn't know much about worry. But I wanted to play against the best batting lineup.
Right.
So that's India came. So they had 3 matches. So they asked me to play all 3, but I refused because I think I had enough. So I thought one match, then give a challenge and try to get 8 wickets. If I get 8 wickets, we're going to win the match.
Yeah.
So we want to win the match, last match what I played, and challenge it. So it's like a fairy tale. It's happened. So I didn't think about this value of 800, how big it is, because at the time it's just a number for me because I already had the world record of
Yes.
1 days and in the test cricket.
Yeah.
So when first time I went valid because I played for 3 years of Chennai Super Kings, and then they invited me to come to Chennai and had a felicitation on the 800 and gave the 800 jersey.
Yes.
So always my lucky number is 8 because I'm born in 17. So I had 8. So now become 800. So I played the rest of the IPL, whatever we played for many teams.
Yeah.
I played with 800 number. So that is household name for everyone. So
Yeah.
then when this movie director want to take, this is no better than this 800.
Yeah.
So 800 become Muralidharan. So
Yes. Synonymous to Muralidharan.
that's
Right.
something special now.
Right. Over the years, every cricket buff all over the world, they have seen your journey as a cricket fan, as a cricket follower. Only the extent that has been shown, not much of your personal life was visible to the public because, of course, they did not have access. But I think a biopic is a great way of showing a person's personal struggles in front of the public because they know that these are the difficulties that he was probably dealing with when there were other complications in his professional life as well. Again, if I have to ask you that, how did you kind of maintain a balance in terms of handling the pressure on the field as well as off the field?
See, it is not only the struggles, the happiness, everything, right? So in cricket field, you see day in day out when you say you play, how will you play, and you will lose losses and everything you see. But inside, how much things happens
Right.
to get that performance that people doesn't know. So that is what in the movie it says. And cricket is at about 20%, and then 80% of my life. And even civil war, that year, that era only I lived my life and played cricket, and how country traveled with this civil war, and how the family traveled in that, and myself how I traveled, and how my cricket journey to the 800. That's what unknown things, what happened behind the scene.
Right.
That will be the story. So I think it will be interesting, and not many people know. So know only if you take Murli as, they will say, okay, he's a champion bowler, and like that, blah blah blah. So they don't know inside what happened. So this is to reveal only this movie is coming, because it's not. I didn't expect it to do a movie, because it's all coincident. And 2018, when Venkat Prabhu is childhood friend, we have a foundation of goodness. We help people.
Right.
So to that, he want to help someone with Sripati, the director who directed this, and two other people went to foundation. So then they saw me. I'm also involved. Then my Venkat Prabhu is childhood friend of mine, because Arya from in Chennai only they lived. So he wanted to see my wife and meet him and meet me as well. So they came home. Then only it started. He asked me first. I didn't wanted to do a biopic, and then after that, because of my manager said, you might get something out of this for the foundation, so you better do it. So then I did it. So with this, all the obstacles and everything, the film went like my life also obstacles. Like when Vijay everybody came, this another saga. Then COVID. Then after that, when we started shooting with Madhur, and then started financial crisis in Sri Lanka. So those are things after struggle and everything. See, everything when you have struggle, there is a sweeter part will come further. So hopefully everyone love this movie and enjoy, and it will be, hopefully it's going to be, hope it's success.
Absolutely, sir. It is going to be such an inspiring story. It is. You mentioned about Madhur. When I saw the trailer, there were genuinely certain glimpses which just doesn't give away the fact that it is Madhur. It just makes you feel like it is Muthiah Muralitharan standing right from that scene on the field where it was said that he's chucking and you were not allowed to bowl. The way he was actually holding his hands, the way he picked your mannerisms and everything on the field is so remarkable. Tell me a bit about the inputs that you have told him, which he should follow so as to make your character even more real on screen.
See, Madhur first time met is in Leela Palace in Chennai.
Right.
When I was in the auction, and director said we got the Madhur as your character. So he came and met. I just said he was nervous and to see me and everything. Then I said, don't relax and be yourself. Don't try to copy me, and bring best out of you, and just enjoy this moment. So that's all. We had a coffee and met. Then I met after that only in Kandy. They were shooting near I went to see my parents. Then I went and spoke to him. Then after that, Sachin went, and Sanjay Surya released this. Then only. So I briefly had anything to do with this movie. I gave the rights. Only thing I said to the director, because it has to be true story, because no masala had been added in this.
Right.
So only that I checked that is everything true, because I went there. So Madhur, I didn't put any input. Even I had his number, but I never called him once.
Wow.
Once. Up to now, I have never called Madhur.
Wow.
Right? So I am always a professional person. When you give a job, the director and everything. But director interacted me very well before writing the script.
Right.
He's researched 2 years. He stayed with us, stayed in my mother's place, went everything, friends, international cricketer, researched and got the story and written it. So I wanted everything to be true, whatever they put in, because you can't put every incident what we have, because it's a 2.5 hours movie.
Right.
So they have got you'd have seen the trailer. I think it is wonderful trailer for me, because not because of my movie, but it is very emotional, and because these things happen. So I think director as part, and also Madhur said to me that he worked with Rohit Sharma's academy head coach. He's off spinner as well.
Right.
2 hours every day, and then but he got it 70% right of my action.
Mm.
And then the mannerism and everything is perfect because he has director has put it in right way because director researched me a lot
Right.
and he's done according to that. He's a great talented actor because he
Right.
has done good movies
Mm.
and very professional movies. He has done like $1 million arm sports movies he's done.
Right.
So you know how to do that. But even the makeup artist and everything, they got the look at least 70%. So bowling, the action is there because he also had a bent arm because he had an accident at
Yes.
8 years ago, and he also bent arm. That also helped to show
Mhm.
that. So he has done really well because what I imagine it's not more than that he has done.
Right.
Hopefully, with his acting and the movie story and about me,
Yeah.
people love it.
People will, I'm sure. You're not just a legend in Sri Lanka, India, you're everywhere, all over the world. Sir, if I talk about cricket, of course, everybody knows high points, 800 wickets. I think Sanat Jayasuriya sir was, I think, joking that day that out of 90 overs, you wanted to bowl at least 35 to 40 overs. So that was the kind of spirit and leadership quality as an individual. You might not be the captain, but you always had that spirit to lead from the front and help your side take the right way. I want.
Not really, because
Yeah.
I'm there to bowl.
Yeah.
So I need the ball because it was boring when you were fielding only.
Yeah.
So always I try to grab the ball.
Yeah.
So I want to bowl more because that is my life.
Yeah.
Bowling is.
Yeah.
Batting, I hate it, but when I just go and slog and just.
Yeah.
So the passion was there to win at the time because it's an interesting part of my life because you can't recollect again. If you recollect again, it is something special has happened to me because it is God gift and it's a blessing.
So such an illustrious career. Of course, there are 99% of the days were highs, 1% of course will be low, just like any other human being.
No. It is not you. That's a perfect perception you all have, but it is
Yeah.
50-50. It is not rosy ride for any other sportsman because every
Right.
sportsman will have a lot of failure. Michael Jordan said
Right.
once he had before his success he has played 1,000 times.
Yes.
So that is true because he's a legend and he knows whatever. So sportsman lives are like that because various way different challenges will come. How to overcome challenges, you learn through that. Then you become a champion.
Right. So if I ask you that out of your entire career, maybe ODI cricket, Test cricket, if there's one day or one match that you want to relive or maybe come true, if you want to make that past moment present again and just want to enjoy the vibe of that particular match, would you have any particular match to pick?
So I think World Cup final in '96. If
Yeah.
you come to reality, I will really love it.
Yes, of course. The emotions I can definitely understand. Now, moving from one World Cup, of course, which went Sri Lanka's way, to the other World Cup, which did not go Sri Lanka's way, of course.
Not one other three. I played three. We were
Yeah.
runners up.
Yeah, but I'm referring to the 2011 World Cup over here. Everybody, when you were bowling out there, we all, wherein the Sehwag sir was out, Sachin Tendulkar was out, Gambhir was batting there. And at that point of time, everybody thought that Yuvraj Singh will be coming, but it was MS Dhoni who came because, of course, he had faced you a lot in the Chennai nets as well. But when you saw MS Dhoni walk out instead of Yuvraj, what was the first thought that you had in your mind when you were playing that match, sir?
So I know because it's going to be difficult because he knows inside out of when I'm practicing and everything. So and also at the time, I'm not complaining. And India played really well.
Yeah.
It was so much at due, so we can't get the
The
best
ball was
shot.
difficult to
Yeah,
grip,
the
right?
grip because it was slipping, and it's a tough for us.
Right,
So all part, I think, to win a World Cup,
right,
you need a lot of luck.
right.
So that luck was behind
Sachin, sir.
behind Dhoni and the team and the Sachin because
Yeah.
Sachin on the craving to win a World Cup.
Right,
So all came in like that. So why I say is luck is a part. You saw last World Cup, New Zealand almost thought everyone
Oh,
they won,
yes.
and luck went to other side. So win a World Cup is a luck.
Right.
So luck was in their side, and they played really well. They are the best team, but we had unfortunate things. But at the time, I knew Dhoni is going to because if you come Yuvraj, it's a left-handers too, right?
Yeah,
So sometimes it might
Ball
be
goes away
hit,
from the player.
and sometimes if you get out, the pressure field builds to that side. Then the 3 or 4 wickets down.
right.
So then the pressure will come. So once your pressure comes, then the different ball game,
Right.
even in red ball.
Right.
So Dhoni handled it well and he got a 90 and won the game for them. So it is meant to be.
Sir, second last question before I have a quick segment. In the trailer itself, there's a scene where it says that where you are being told that you are a Tamil. What is your identity? And then you say, my identity is that I am a cricketer. When you realize that at a very young age, that is exactly what you want to do and make it as your career and make it as your life. What was the driving force behind that? Because I'm sure, sir, talent everybody has, but not everybody has that maturity.
It's
to
not
realize.
young age. Young age is cricket is not professional. When I started playing for Sri Lanka, even after playing for 6-7 years only, it became professional. So see why I taste as a king, because identity, because there is a civil war,
Right.
lot of differences, right? Civil war, lot of differences. So always you can't take any side. You between middle. So as a cricketer, right, when you got the passport, right, they asked them, what is your occupation? You're a cricketer. So I was cricket identified. When the Aadhaar card, we got ID card. When you want to apply, they ask, what is your occupation? Cricketer. So always meant I as a cricketer. So after about 25, 26 years. So then I maintained that as a cricketer. So I didn't want to be, okay, I'm born Tamil, born Hindu. That you can't change. And I'm born Sri Lankan. That can't change.
Right.
But the cricketer that I choose to be. So I want to be a cricketer. Everyone says I'm a cricketer. When you see I'm only, what they say, he's a Tamil? No. He's a Sinhalese? No. He's a Hindu? No. Because he's a cricketer. So that's the identity.
That's the line that genuinely has potential to give goosebumps.
Yeah, it's true. That's what I like to be.
Right.
And I want to die to be a cricketer.
Right.
Because I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to be a businessman. I want to realize people has to be a cricketer.
Yeah.
So that is genuinely came from me. So that's an honest opinion when you ask. Because of, if you're going to identify yourself in your religion or race or anything, there are going to be a lot of problems.
Last question, sir. Also another reference from the trailer, because that's all that I have right now. The attacks that happened in Pakistan when the team was traveling in the bus. It's a very difficult moment because right now your focus is entirely on the game.
See, I don't want to reveal anything, right?
Right.
People can go to the media. But only one thing I can say.
Yeah.
People all think doing action movies, the guns fighting at you and everything, they will duck like this, even you get a hit like this.
Right.
That is all good fun.
Yeah.
But when someone had coming at you at the time, you think you're gone. That's nothing to say.
Did you for once feel at that moment that perhaps I'm
No,
never going to ball again?
we thought died. We died. The way the things came, we thought died. And hope and pray something miracle can happen. So that's the only thing, because we are sitting ducks. So that's what. So I can say that only. You can rest of this, you can watch the movie.